Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Phantasy Calradia, 5th edition. Now, when we left off, we had just done battle with a couple of elves, and indeed taken on their queen herself. Now, the greatest thing we have done so far is, of course, recuperate our forces, and our trainer skill, I have to say, is basically the MVP of this episode, because in my off-screen time, I recruited about 40, maybe even 50, maybe even 60 units, including the units that I was able to gain from the town, and I just waited for a couple of days, and boom, they all leveled up incredibly fast, and I am forever indebted to our trainer skill, or at least I do believe many of the companions that currently have trainer, at least, I feel as though they did a very, very good job there. So, without further ado, let us lead our soldiers in an assault, and we will be taking Vederan Palantir Castle, or at least we will be trying our hardest to breach their defenses. As we know, they do have an overwhelming majority in here, and, well, we are kind of forced into this because we currently have a very low morale, so we are going to be losing a lot of units. Oh, and it appears as though one of us has actually gotten charmed. Oh, there we are. It has actually worn off. That is wonderful. Okay. Okay, there are some weird things happening right now. Okay. Oh, no, no, okay. Thank you very much. It appears as though one of the Dwarven Paragon... Oh, everyone is... Oh, I've turned. Oh, I have turned. Thank you, Iron Golem. Yes, please. Continue to hit me, and, yes, there we are. Nizar obviously was taken out by the Iron Golem himself. That is unfortunate, but I suppose that's what he gets for complaining all the time. Because obviously, just before I started recording, he was like, "Oh, I have to leave, because your fame outweighs mine," and so on and so forth. So, yes, probably not the greatest idea for him to say that, but nevertheless, the Iron Golem shut him up, at least for now. And, oh my goodness, we have just... lost all of our faith power as well. That is not good. That is far from good, but at least Alethera is doing a... Wow. She is doing a very good job indeed. As you can see, she has gotten the last 3 kills of our allies here, and I just have to say that is very, very impressive. I actually wonder where Xanavar is. Where is he? Look, Alethera's gotten the 4th kill as well. Where is Xanavar? Is he dead? Maybe he's dead. Marnid is getting some kills even. Usually Xanavar is right there alongside Alethera, because they are both archers, of course, but maybe he's gotten himself taken out incredibly quickly. Oh, no, there we go. Xanavar has now joined the fray, by the looks of things, and maybe he will see fit to catch up in Alethera's kills. But unfortunately, it appears as though Alethera has to stand at the front here, so I'm going to try to defend her as best as I can, because she is doing exceptional damage. Xanavar, I have no idea where he is. He's probably on the hill behind us, in a very safe spot, because that's just like him, isn't it? But at least Alethera is maybe going to live until the siege tower gets there. I don't know whether I'm doing a reasonable job here. It appears as though I'm actually defending quite well, but she has taken a pretty severe hit, so I'm pretty sure she's going to be taken down very, very soon. And there is Xanavar. Ah, yes, excellent. So maybe he will take a little bit of damage now, and we might be able to share the damage, so that once we get to the walls, we will all have survived the treacherous journey over here. And Ymira has also now been taken out. Ugh, that is not good. That is very, very bad, because of course she is one of our medics, at least. I do believe we have another that is a little better than her. But it's always good to have a backup, that's for sure. So, we are going to be heading up here. Marnid has just gotten himself taken out. That is really quite unfortunate, because I was really hoping that he would be able to do some fireballs here. But no such luck, not this time anyway. So, we are going to see all of our units coming up here. Go, Iron Golem! I will make way for you. And Frudak is also coming up here. I am hopeful he will survive because he has the Maul of the Titans. And we will hopefully see him deal significant damage. Let's use our Terrify. No! Oh no! I cannot believe that happened. Really? We took 23 damage and then we lost our footing and fell off the edge. But let's not talk about that any further. Let's talk about how we're going to survive this entire siege. Without being taken out, right? Yes. Let's try to do that. I was just about to terrify our opponents as well. Ah, that is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Now maybe we can make our way in. Xanavar is actually still alive, remarkably enough. And, wow, we're actually seeing to win this outright with minimal casualties. I am actually very surprised about this. Oh my goodness, okay. Well, I'm actually going to be heading over here. I'll try and take out the archers and see what I can do there, because right now I'm a little bit injured, and I don't really want to turn my back to these guys, because obviously they're going to be quite deadly in that case. Do not have a shield on my back. I should probably see to that at some point. And we'll take out that guy initially, and then take out this girl. Come on, let's do this. There we go. Elven Huntress. Okay, now we can deal some damage with the Holy Avenger a little bit, and then we'll do some damage with these guys. There we go. Come on. Oh my goodness. No one can stand against the speed of our scimitar. Right now, at least. And, I think I will just head over to the rest of the archers and see what we can do about them. They are, of course, going to stand in our way quite considerably. Ah, Wolf, we're Windrunners. Oh no. There we are. Take those guys out. We are losing a lot of Wolfwear Windrunners as well. That is very, very bad. But we can at least take these guys out very, very quickly indeed. And there it is. Thank you very much. So I'm actually wondering whether, if any reinforcements arrive for the opponent, any more reinforcements should I say, then I'm wondering whether there will be some archers spawning up here. I would appreciate it if not, but you never know. They are quite sneaky in that case, but it appears as though most of them are just going to be spawning down here, and we're going to be using Terrify. As much as possible, of course. Deal some significant damage to their lines right here, or shall we say to their incredible globule, I suppose, globule of troops. Take out that guy, he's going to do the most damage, and then we'll hopefully see our companions come in here. Oh my goodness, it appears as though we do have quite a few companions. Jeremus among them, as well as Xanavar. And of course we do have some Blazing Hand Inquisitors helping us as well. And I am now full HP for some reason. It appears as though one of these Blazing Hand Inquisitors was kind enough to help us. Wow, very nice indeed. I do like that a lot. Wow, that was very, very nice of them. And we are now going to just eliminate the rest, because we have formed a cage around them. And they are going to very, very easily be taken out, as they have no range. And as we know, elves are, of course, very good at range. And I was absolutely dreading this siege tower, because, well, as we know, elves can be extremely deadly with their bows. But thankfully enough, we were able to prevail here. And that is it. Look at that. We actually took out almost 400 units, if you can believe it. That is rather impressive, to say the least. 14 renown and 41 morale was our reward, and we have, yes, as you see, taken out 384 units total. And of course, we only lost 10. Can you believe that? Wow, I cannot. But nevertheless, we do now have Xanavar and Ferentis here against a couple of... oh my. This is a very well-designed keep for them. As you can plainly see, Ferentis just got taken out almost immediately. So, this is going to be bad for me. Oh my. Okay. Oh no. Okay, wait. Take out that guy? Yes. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, take out that one first. Yes. That was an Elven Guardian, I do believe. And now, if I can actually take out this guy... thank you very much. We will be okay. Let's heal before we exit to the next stage of our invasion. Oh no, there is no next stage. Okay, excellent. Phew. And we have Lugior Tracker here. I am actually very hopeful that he will join us at some point. So we are going to be letting him go. He always seems to have an amazing personality as well, so I am actually very pleased about that. That fellow is definitely going to want to track us down and kill us next time we meet him, no doubt. Wow, it appears as though many of these people do actually have good personalities. Cursed be this day. Oh, this guy does not like us at all. I think I might take him prisoner. I am probably going to take him prisoner. There we go. And, well, yeah, this guy really doesn't have a very good personality either, but he is quite close to being in the positives, so why not? We may as well let him go. Oh, no. Hello. Are we going to be taking this guy? We are not. And he is going to the Riders Majocracy. There we have it. Okay, so we have 30 spaces, I do believe, and we are going to be now taking on these hero monks and pastors and priests, as well as iron golems, stone golems, and some clerics. Ah, maybe some Kurget lancers as well. I don't really know. Maybe. I think we'll take the shaman. I think that's actually quite good. And what else here? Well, I actually don't think there are many others here to take. That's unfortunate. Well, I believe we have actually taken everything that we can. There are 30 prisoners remaining, of course. And the reason I'm not taking prisoners right now is mainly due to the fact that I have 1.6 million in the Gnomish Bank, so really there is not any necessity to really take them, but I will be taking the highest levels. So I'll take the Diana units, the Saranid Mamluks, the Knights of the King, and anything else here? What else do we have? No, that's it. That appears to be it. So I suppose we will just be taking some mercenary mages, Calradian militia, some dwarven fighters, even though I don't really like fighting with dwarves anymore. Even though we have 9 of them, 9 paragons. They're really not very good because, of course, they can't really ascend the siege ladders very well. And, of course, that is a major problem if you are trying to siege something and you only have dwarves. So, it appears we will just have to move on here, and that appears to be it, actually. So, yeah, let us move on. There we go. Okay, so now let us loot a couple of things here. Well, yeah, that's kind of a moot point as well, isn't it? Because we have so much money in the Gnomish Bank, it's really not necessary. So, what else do we want to do here? Who are we going to give this to? Well, that's the problem. I think we'll give it to Divanath. Yes, there we are. He's gone up now, and everyone else seems okay. And, yes, and so we move on with that, and there it is. Vederan Palantir Castle has been taken, and that appears to be the last remaining elven fief, and I do believe that is it. I do believe that is actually it, so the elves have been eliminated, and we now have the choice of where we want to head to next, because, of course, the dwarves have actually scattered themselves quite smartly here, because of course they now have this castle here, and they have a castle up here as well, do they not? No. They have a castle there instead, so it's going to be very difficult to actually take them out. I do believe it's actually going to be just incredibly difficult to take them out no matter what anyway, so, I think we're probably just going to be heading on to, let's see, I think we'll head on to Uxkhal, and we'll see whether anyone decides to retaliate for our actions at Vederan Palantir Castle, and if they do, then we will, of course, respond to that. But otherwise, I would like to head into the goods here and sell a couple of pieces of loot, and then we are also, of course, going to be waiting here for some time, and seeing whether the elves are eliminated rather swiftly. It would be rather nice if they were, because then we can see where... Starry Hill. Starry Hill is actually in our territory, so yeah, I am not going to be traveling all the way over there. Let us just hope that he has low enough reputation with the Queen to actually abandon the faction. That would be rather nice. And it appears as though we still have a Bleeding Throat clan vassal as well as this fellow. Oh, my goodness, I probably should have taken him prisoner, shouldn't I? Yeah, probably should have done that. But nevertheless, I am probably going to try to hunt down all of these units so that we can eliminate the factions in the next episode, because otherwise they're just continually... Ah, that's actually very nice. Okay, so the Bleeding Throat clan is now offering us peace, so I'm going to be accepting that, of course. We gain some much-needed right to rule. I do believe we need right to rule, don't we? I'm actually unsure about that. Let's just take a look at our character report. No, that's honor and renown. Oh, there's right to rule. No, it's actually at 99, so we really do not need any more, but nevertheless, it's actually quite good to make peace in that case. And, oh, here we go. We have a couple of people leaving the elves, and most of them are defecting towards us, which is very fortuitous, but it appears as though that is it so far. Maybe, come on, I want to see Mr. Ore Tracker. I do want to see Mr. Ore Tracker joining us, although we are losing a lot more units now. That is really unfortunate as well, due to our morale difficulties. That is painful. Incredibly painful. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I am going to be ending this episode of here, and next time on Phantasy Calradia, we are going to be making our way back to Blazing Hand territory, well, technically our own home, and we are going to be placing a couple of units in there. I'll do this off screen, gain some morale back, and then, of course, I will track down all of the vassals off screen, and then we'll see which factions are eliminated first. And also, I'm going to ask you guys, where do you think we should go next? Do you think we should attack the Ritus Magocracy, the Drow, or the Dwarves? I do believe that is all we have left. And so, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.